Whoa, hey there. It's me. It's Andrew. We're going to talk about stuff that's really cool because I think it's cool. Therefore, you should think it's cool too, right? Okay. Yeah, okay, right, Andrew. We're just going to go along with that. We are going to discuss what is a personality type and why should you care? Why should you care? I'm going to talk about the definition of a personality type and also give you some anecdotes, some thoughts that may help you to better understand what I mean, or why it's important. Or is it important? Well, let's find out. Yeah. The definition of a personality type is the pattern of behaviors, thoughts, and actions that embody an individual. If you go out in the world and you do stuff, the pattern of how you do those things and how you approach those things is your personality. But here's the thing. How do you measure that? Because it's one thing to kind of know the general idea. Okay, yeah, I can see that. My personality is how I talk. It's what I think about. It's what I focus on. Am I emotional? Am I an intellectual? Do I care about others? Am I practical? How do you measure a personality type? You can do it in the ways that I just mentioned. You can become super personality. You can be all personalities at once. Probably not. But you can understand the personality types are just the beginning. Personality types do help us understand certain qualities about ourselves. Yes. But why is that important? I don't care. Do you care? Nobody cares about what personality type you have. Who cares? Well, actually, a lot of people care. I do care in the sense that, and there are many systems out there. One of the systems is the Big Five, which is actually Hexaco now. It's really the Big Six, technically. They are measuring certain tendencies you have. Are you very upbeat and bubbly? As in, are you an extrovert? Are you a dutiful, hardworking person who likes to keep things in order? As in, are you conscientious? These are things that we can measure statistically, reliably. That's one way of measuring personality types, is just a cluster of tendencies we have. But if you've read any psychology and you know anything about other areas of psychology, then you might have run across this thing called IFS therapy. IFS therapy, or Gestalt therapy as well, are types of therapy that study the parts of our identity. Because you may not know this, but we are not just a single person. Actually, intuitively, you might get this. When I go about my day, I am different people. I'm happy, upbeat Andrew sometimes, or I'm video making Andrew, or I am Andrew sitting alone reading a book. I'm Andrew at a party. I'm Andrew at the grocery store. I take on different personas in different environments. And so to really fully capture what a personality is, if you can fully capture what a personality is, and if you really can capture it, that is a hint at the true usefulness of personality types. You see, once you truly understand how this works, then you can go about your daily life and just understand people a little bit better, understand yourself a little bit better, maybe manage yourself a little bit better, maybe give others a little bit more slack sometimes, or maybe push harder on others sometimes. We are made up of different parts. We act different in different situations because the way that our brains work and the way our psyches are organized is a collection of parts. So how do you measure that? Personality is complicated. How do you measure it? I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know of any personality system that fully captures this. The closest thing I can get to is the IFS or Gestalt therapy, parts therapy. And what that means, I think, is that it's not that important it's everything you study is useful, okay? But if you want to go about your life and really understand, enjoy it, and become a better person, better meaning you're happier, or you feel more fulfilled, or you can tell when you're a better person, you can feel it, okay? If you go out in the world and you don't know parts therapy or you haven't been practicing it, your life isn't going to be as good as if you've been practicing it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, a lot of people out there who study personality don't know what they're talking about. Me included. You just go out in the world, observe people, see the patterns, observe patterns within yourself, be aware. Really what I'm saying is be aware. Focus on how you feel. Are you a thinker? Are you a feeler? Look at the patterns of how people are. And then observe these patterns. And by observing these patterns, you will learn what you need to learn. That is useful to learn by studying people and psychology. By mastering these skills, you can become someone of great boredom, because you're going to try to describe it to everyone and they're going to be bored to death. Yeah. So don't study personality types and just explain it to everyone. Or actually, yeah, you can do that. I do that all the time, actually, and that goes pretty well. So maybe I'm lying. But you know what's true and I'm not lying about? If you understand that you're made up of parts and you get that down, then you'll be good. It will be good. This is the key to understanding narcissism, psychopathy, emotions, your identity, your purpose in life, how you relate to people, how you handle your relationships, your goals and dreams. It all ties back to parts. So if there's anything I want you to take away from this video, it's that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be interested in whatever you're interested in. No shame. Just be you. But what does that mean? Well, we'll be covering that another time, won't we? Or I can cover it right now, but no, probably not. In a nutshell, all it means is accept everything. Read Radical Acceptance. It's a good book. Yeah.